the main event, which was Alexandre Pantoja versus Steve Erceg. How'd you feel about this
Yeah.
fight when it was first announced?
Well, when it was first announced, it was like, okay, well, obviously this wasn't, and no disrespect to Steve Erceg, but obviously this
Ooh.
wasn't the UFC's first choice, right? They were
Mm.
kind of hoping Muhammad Mokaev was going to steamroll Alex Perez, and Alex Perez was like, hold up, it's not 2014 Alex Perez anymore. I'm somehow better now. And so it was kind of like a lackluster performance. And even Mokaev was like, yeah, I didn't deserve it after that. And then they're like, okay, well, I guess we'll give Erceg the title shot after he knocks out Matt Schnell. And then Mokaev was like, no, I deserve it. What the hell? How is he skipping me? And you're like, you just said, dude. You
Hey, you don't
said.
deserve it.
Yeah. But then, Manel Kape was supposed to be fighting probably Kai France. That fell through. And then he was supposed to be fighting. Like, there's so many fights that didn't happen and like
Makhaev needs to
weird
go to like
circumstances.
promotion school, man. Not a
Yes.
very good way to promote yourself.
No, no, I don't deserve the title shot, and then upset when they don't give it to you. but but so like there might be people more deserving than Erceg. Erceg was ranked 10. He beat Matt Schnell, knocked him out, right? But
Mm.
that being said, those
Matt
things didn't
Danger
work.
Schnell.
Yeah, so they just went down the list and found a guy who's they're like, this is the guy, which I'm fine with. And I thought he showed out. Shout out Genevieve. Hey, let's go. We're going to be talking
Shout out
about one.
Genevieve.
I know there wasn't a ton of blood in the one card, but there was plenty of blood in this card. I don't know if you watched it. Um, but yeah, I mean, what did you think going into it? I thought Pantoja would win, but I was happy that Erceg got the shot. I like Erceg. He's a fun fighter.
Yeah, yeah, very unassuming looking guy, right? And he just doesn't necessarily look the part of a fighter. But man,
Fans do
he
though.
gained a lot of respect, not just from me, but I think from a lot of people yesterday watching him.
Hmm.
I wasn't super excited about the fight. I was hoping that there'd be some bigger names for the Rio de Janeiro card. Quite honestly, I was looking forward to the co-main event more after I found out it was Usyk versus Alexandre.
Yeah,
But it is what it is, man. Now, when you talk about the fight, right? We have Pantoja coming out this blitzing style, dude,
yeah, he runs at you, man.
running at him. And at first, I feel like Usyk was like, "What? Huh?" Like he's coming at me like really aggressive, dude. But then I want to say it was like on the third blitz in the first round.
Hmm.
He steps off to the side and then gives a boom, 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 three-piece
Yeah.
combo off at an angle. And I was like, here we go, dude. We got something. We got something in this fight right now.
Well, Urseg's fights before this, he's so good with his hands and putting combinations together, and his movement's really good to land those shots, whether it's going forward or backwards. And like one of the things that really was nice to watch in this fight was his ability to strike while fading away, which is so perfect
Yes.
for a guy like Pantoja. Like you said, Pantoja runs at you, so if you can fade away while tossing some hooks his way, it took him a while. Like you said, the first couple blitz, you could see he was trying to land the left check hook as he came in, but he was hitting him on the shoulder more than anything. He
Hmm.
wasn't quite finding it, but eventually he did. Um, but it's just such a cool stylistic matchup in that regard because, like, if you have a guy who's good at striking moving backwards and you have a guy who's good at striking moving forwards, like, there's
Something's got to give.
a lot of fun. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fun clashes in that. And Pantoja,
Absolutely.
one of the things he does so well is he'll blitz at you, landing those shots, and he can hurt you with those. But as soon as you stop moving, he's on you, and either he takes you down or he
Hmm.
takes your back while you're standing, or you can fight it off, but he's kneeing you on the break or landing something on the break. Like he's so good at those in between positions from striking and grappling. And I think that's like what sets him apart as a champion rather than just like a good fighter. Um,
Yeah.
because
Pantoja looks really wild and not
mhm,
very technical when he's coming in with those blitzes. Like his
yeah.
hands drop quite a bit, right? And
Mhm.
he's just like swinging for the fences. But I think it's because of the fact that if he does get caught and he ends up on his back, or he ends up just getting in really close, he's just going to be able to clinch, which either
Mhm.
way is going to play in his favor.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Shout out HB Comer, Steve Rocky Carell got robbed. Yeah, a lot of people think this was a robbery. I had Pantoja winning, but and it was a good fight. It was close. I think ultimately it depends on that third round and how you score that. Because I had Pantoja clearly winning the first round. The second
Mhm.
round was close, but I gave that to Erceg. He started, like you said, he started finding his hands a lot more. Third round, I gave to Pantoja. A lot of people give it to Erceg just because of the elbow that cut him. Um,
Mm.
and then fourth round, Pantoja completely took it off.
Which, by the
And it
way,
was
the
just
elbow was beautiful because you mentioned how,
oh,
like, he was when he's done with his blitz, he's there and he's within
mhm,
that distance where he can just clinch, right?
yeah.
And nice read by Erceg when he's like, "Hey, he's
There's a
coming in
picture
blitzing
of
and
it.
standing right in front of me." Boom,
Yeah, and then
right down the
follows it
middle.
up with that nice left hook. There's two pictures,
So
one of
good.
the elbow and then one of the left hook in the slideshow. Rich, if you want to pop that guy up. There's the elbow.
Ooh,
Perfect. Split him open immediately, and there's the left hook right behind it. And
very nice.
Pantoja just eats the left hook, dude. That left hook kills people. I mean, you see the power he has against someone like other people he's
Oh,
fought, right?
Max Snow would have been
Um,
knocked out 5 times by the end of the 3rd round.
yeah, once when he got hit, and then
No
once when he
disrespect.
hit the mat. As
And Tanyoni would be like, "Hey, just wait till you watch the replay."
yeah,
He thought
but
that
he
was
ate it.
bad.
He ate it. He pushed through him, got him up against the fence, and immediately was holding the cut. And it's like, ooh. And then
Mhm.
they're talking about after the third round, he's like about to throw up on the stool. Anik said he didn't. I didn't see that, but he's like, it looked like he was about to throw up. And then the fourth round, Pantoja pretty much took it off. Erceg was lighting him up. And then the fifth round, I thought Pantoja took it more so on the decision making of Erceg. Erceg
Mm.
choosing to engage in the grappling in that fifth round, and
Trying to get some takedowns of his own.
yeah, and you just don't do that with Pantoja, dude. His back takes his transitions are so good. HW Comer says holding someone down, doing nothing should not win fights. Primary scoring criteria is damage.
Damage.
Pantoja got fucked up. Yeah, but you don't score the fight as a whole. In the first round, Pantoja lit up Erceg before Erceg can really get his hands together. And I think my camera's fucking falling. I think here, talk about the fucking scoring real quick while I fix this.
Yeah. No, so, what I did notice too, though, is, like, Erceg, when he was on his back, did have some good scrambles, right? But how much do you know how much, top control Pantoja had throughout the entire fight?
8 minutes, I think, a little bit over 8 minutes. But really, the third round is what matters, in my opinion. And in that third round, yeah, he did land that damaging elbow and the left hook, but I'm pretty sure Pantoja outstruck him like 35 to 50, like 18 or something like that in the third round. So it's like I think the commentary also did a bad job of talking about what Pantoja was doing because Pantoja was landing and they would just not say anything. In that third
Mm,
round, I mean, outside of the one elbow, which yeah, that was the most damaging shot, but like one elbow shouldn't win you the fight when it didn't even rock the guy.
yeah.
Whereas it was heavy pressure, takedowns, transitions, back takes, and big punches from Pantoja. More big punches than Erceg in that third round. Um, actually, you can listen nice and personal. Hopefully that camera might slide a few times. It's a new setup. Um,
Yeah.
Ganskow says,
HB
"Isn't the
Comer
first
appreciates the high definition, though, to see your, beautiful face, Will.
Yeah, new camera. Ganskow, isn't the first rule actually listed as affecting striking and grappling and not damage? I think damage is the ultimate criteria,
Yes.
um, but that being said, it's not the end all be all. And when effective striking and effective grappling, people will say ground control doesn't score anymore, but that's not true. Effective grappling, top control is effective grappling, and when you're taking someone's back multiple times and passing, that's effective grappling. And in that third round, not only was he more effective in grappling, he was more effective in the striking outside of that one elbow and left hook. Like he outstruck him that round
Yeah.
by a significant margin. But the story, the lasting impression was that elbow at the end. But that shouldn't trump 4 minutes of Pantoja outstriking and out grappling him, in my opinion. But and I'm not trying to say it wasn't close because I mean it was still a close round. Um, but Pantoja, man, there's something different about champions and how they navigate through a fight, and we'll talk about that too with Aldo when we get to him. But remember when Claudia Gadelha fought Joanna for the belt, and she was like steamrolling Joanna in the first two rounds, and we're like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then Joanna was just like, "No," and then she just turned it up 3, 4, and 5. Like Pantoja knows when to pick his battles. He knows when to take round 4 off. He knows that he has to come out strong in the fifth round. He fights through exhaustion. Like that blitzing style when he's exhausted, like it looks really good to the judges, because if he's
Mm,
exhausted and he's on the back foot, that looks horrible. But if you're
yeah.
exhausted and you're still pushing forward despite being exhausted, like he understands optics, I think, really well, and I think he understands that even when he's tired. Does
Mm.
that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. But overall it was a pretty good fight. Really impressed with Erceg's ability to counter while he's moving back.
Yeah,
Uh,
nice
you know,
job,
uh
dude.
third and fourth and fifth round, while he didn't win every single round, I thought that he showcased just how clean his boxing is, man.
Dude, and his grappling is very good. Like he got out grappled
Oh yeah,
by
legit
by
black belt.
Pantoja. Yeah, he got out grappled by Pantoja over the course of the fight. But have we ever seen somebody else? Have we ever seen somebody not get out grappled by Pantoja? Like that doesn't mean you're bad. And I
No,
thought
no,
he
no.
held his own very
It,
well in the
he's a
grappling.
legit black belt. He didn't get it from a Cracker Jack box from the
Yeah,
Nogueira
no,
brothers.
from the
You know
Nogueira
what I
brothers.
mean? Yeah, yeah. As
um,
Uncle
Speaking of
Trail
Nogueira,
says.
Big Nog was there. I think Big Nog does Big Nog do the Portuguese commentary? 'Cause he was like cage
Does
side the
he?
whole fight. I don't know. He was all
I don't
suited
know.
up though. He looked good.
Hmm.
Commentary was terrible. I bet Big Nog was better. DC was at one point early. It was 3 fights in, and DC, instead of talking about the fight that was happening, he was talking about how he packed beef jerky, but he already ate it all. And you're like, what, dude? Man, DC is great for like a pre or post fight show, but dude,
Dude, I love it, man. I feel like it's
yeah,
I feel like it's a fight companion, even though it's the actual broadcast.
I
It's so
know, dude.
funny. Classic.
But yeah, I don't think anybody can out scramble Pantoja. Erceg hit the giggler a couple times, but Pantoja's wise to that, and he wasn't able to really do much with it. But I thought, you know, this made me want to see the Mokaev fight more, though, because I really want to see what that heavy wrestler style, that top game
Mm.
wrestler style, how that clashes with Pantoja. I think that's a very interesting fight. Mokaev just needs to stop putting his foot in his mouth and win a fight and then call for a title shot instead of saying he actively doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. No, for
But he'll
sure.
probably get passed up. I think they're going to do Kai Kara France versus Manel Cap, and I think how do you do that fight and not have the winner fight for the belt?
Winner has to fight for the belt.
Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.